ever since I was a young girl, I had one dream in this life. It wasn't to get married. It wasn't to be a princess or some shit. I don't know what young girls dream of. I wanted to go to Death Valley. I wanted a night game in Baton Rouge, and my dream is coming true. This place rules so hard. This is the top of my college football bucket list, but no one will tell me what STTDB means. I just want to know. I feel left out.
Suck the tiger dick, bitch!
It's so hot and it's November. This is really bad for all of us as a society. How would you just describe the LSU tailgating scene?
People get a little out of hand and like kick people's shins. I heard an 8-year-old kicked an adult in the shins, and I was like, it's a little bit ridiculous. But I think it's cool, but I think people get out of hand, especially out-of-state people. Sorry, but like, get a grip.
Who's the worst fan base you've dealt with?
Yeah, Tennessee band. They were behind me in my rear, and I was sitting there, and they were blowing their horns, and I flipped them all off hard, and I was like, you guys are ridiculous. Get out of here with that gaudy orange. I'll never wear that gaudy orange, purple and gold. Even though it's not my color palette, I still like to participate, so I wear neutral.
I'm not going to crap on anybody. Well, you know what I think? Let me think about it. Ole Miss fans are kind of dicks.
We're kind of depressed because we felt like Brian Kelly was going to bring us a dynasty, and now we're not sure. So we're trying to understand why that's not happening.
How do you guys feel honestly about Brian Kelly?
Who? He looks like a great guy. He looks like your best friend's dad. I think he's doing okay. How's Brian Kelly doing? Like, I'm kind of just there for the vibe. Brian Kelly's doing good.
Is Brian Kelly cool enough to be the head coach at LSU?
I mean, this is swag you, right?
The least swaggy person of all time.
I don't know. Brian's swag could be tonight. This could be.
Winning this game tonight is swag.
You talk about legacy games? This could be swag game loading tonight in Death Valley.
Yeah, he's getting cooler because he's starting to embrace the culture. This is the culture shock coming to this part of the world. We eat more, we drink more, we party more. The atmosphere here is just different.
What was your immediate reaction when you heard that Nick Saban was retiring?
When he retired, we're like, woo, thank God. Tired of that man whipping our ass.
Nick Saban's sexy. Like,
Okay, so here's the situation happening at LSU today. For those of you who don't know, LSU has a live tiger on campus. His name is Mike. He's a full-ass live Bengal tiger that lives in a facility right across from the football stadium where people can go take pictures of him, whatever. Morally, I don't agree with that, but that's not the point of this right now. So Mike used to go into the games, and he would be in a cage on the field sitting behind the visitors' bench, which is crazy, but they stopped doing it because it's 100,000 people. It's really loud. It's probably pretty dangerous. There's some state government official here who's like, this is what's the most important issue in our country right now is the fact that there's not a tiger on the field, but it can't be Mike anymore because they decided that Mike wasn't going to be the tiger on the field, so they outsourced it and they went and got a tiger from Florida naturally who's coming to this game to be on the field, but it's not Mike. And people are super pissed about it. How do you feel about them bringing in a tiger that's not Mike to be on?
No. So now we got a stunt double, you know? Some cat from Florida. That makes no sense.
makes no sense. They're bringing in Omar from Florida. Like, what? But I think if they were to mess with Mike's mental state, he wouldn't be able to fight like he does.
So we had to go in the transfer portal to get a tiger. That's how that works? We got a transfer portal tiger while we had a homegrown tiger. So you're adding to the talent pool is really how I see it. I think what we did is we saw an asset out there in the open market. Brian Kelly, do we want to call him Swagoo now, or is Booger already got that? Swagoo Jr., Swagoo Part 2. I think he went out in the transfer portal. He did some recruiting. He brought in this transfer portal tiger, and I think it might be the key.
That is Mike! Put it on!
Who the is Dan Le Batard?
Have you ever heard of the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz?
Yeah.
Yeah! Woo! All right, give it to me again. There we go. So that might be one of the worst games we've ever been to in the history of off-roading. But at least the weather was really good. So, signing off in Death Valley, I'm Lucy Rohding. Suck that tiger dick, bitch.